Hello everyone, my name is Ravindra and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are seeing the conversion functions in the Microsoft Power Automate that covers all conversion functions like array, create array, and all about base 64 conversions into string, binary, or any format. Also, we are seeing the conversions of the URI functions. Practically, we are seeing all these things. Okay, so let's get started.
Let's select one compose operation for the learning purpose. Today is day 9 friends, so if you not watch day 8 videos, so I recommending you one more time, so please watch. So let's use here create array function. Okay, so what basically create array does, so it create an array. Okay, if you, let's see, we pass it 1 2 3 and let's click on the add. Okay, let's use here create array. Let's rename our function and let's click on the save and test. So friends, see, we successfully converted our number into an array. Okay, so you can see it is coming in square bracket. So create array function is used to create an array. Okay, so we are seeing some advanced use cases of these functions as well, so please stay with us. Okay, so we see some advanced parts as well. So our second function is we have array only, so let's use the array. So what basically array function does, it converts an any JSON object or any XML object into an array format. And what create basically do, it's create a new array. So for the learning purpose, first let's say pass here the number only in the string format and let's click on the test. So let's create nested array friends. Okay, so what I basically do, let's we create one loop here. Okay, apply to each loop. In that, let's we go and create array. Okay, we'll create array like 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 time. Okay, so 6 objects are present there, 1 to 6. So 6 time this loop will create. And now let's we go in the data operation. Okay, and I want that item. Okay, inside an array here. Okay, so let's we do go our effect. So if you want for the each item, we need want to create an array. So we can follow this process and we can create an array for each element. Let's go and see. So friends, you can see for each element, we created a separate array here. So if you want to extract the array, okay, nested arrays, we can use this. Okay. So here is our entire array. You can see for each item and 1 to 6, the array present in that loop here, friends. So now let's go and see our another function, that is JSON. So what basically JSON function does, it converts string or XML into an JSON object or array that can be used inside our Power Automate expressions. So let's see, first let's use an example in the string format and let's convert this string, okay, into a JSON object. So if you see, this is the entire string. Okay, it is present in the single code, so it is string. Now we are converting this string into an JSON object. Okay, JSON. Let's take this. So if you friends see, we will get JSON as an output here. So if you see in the output part, so we you can see we are getting in the curly brackets. Okay, a JSON is represented by curly bracket, and here the name is a key and role is a key. So in that, Ravi and developer is value. So now let's go and see some advanced points. Okay, we will convert XML string, okay, into an JSON object. Okay, so let's give here example one, XML conversion. So let's go to the Power Effects using here JSON. In the JSON, let's give here XML string. You can see we have pass here. Let's click on the add and let's click on the test. Manually trigger save and test. So friends, you can see we successfully converted into an JSON object here. Okay, name, role is a keys. Okay, and that is person is also one of the object is coming. So friends, you can see for this conversion, um, we pass as a string here. Okay, so we need to pass here XML. Okay, in that we converting that string into an XML first. Okay, and then we are converting that into JSON object. So now let's see one more example. Like many times, friends, what's happened? We receive, we send an HTTP call. Okay, to an object. So we receive this type of response from that. Okay, HTTP. So this type of response we receive. So if you want to convert that into an JSON object, okay, so we can also use the JSON function for that. Okay, let's use PowerFX JSON, open bracket, close bracket, go to dynamic content, HTTP response, click on the add. Let's go and run the flow. Let's click on save and test. So friends, you can see we successfully converted. Okay, and the HTTP response into a JSON object. You can see the slash n and slash other values are removed. We are successfully get clean and proper JSON object here. So JSON is one of the powerful function in the Power Automate. Mostly it can be asked in the interviews as well.
So friends, we are in Microsoft Power Automate. Today is day 10. We are seeing the base 64 function. So you have one question in mind. What is base 64? Base 64 is a way to encode data like text, images, or file into a string made up of only readable characters from capital A to Z or small a to Z or 0 to 9 plus and other symbols. This makes it safe to transmit over a system that can handle only text data. In some of the applications or some of the APIs, what's happen, it not accept the directly base binary data means 0 1 format data. It only accept the text data. So in that case we use base 64 format to convert the text data. Okay, so let's go and see how it's work in the Power Automate. So friends, you can see we simply pass here learn Power Automate with me in the base 64 function. Okay, let's see what output we are getting. So first let's save our flow. Let's test the flow. So friends, you can see we receive a base 64 string. Okay, it not containing any white spaces. Okay, only the capital and small letters and numbers are present, and also some of the symbol. So this is a base 64 conversion that we have done. So let's go to the another function. So now we will do the vice versa here. Okay, first we converted text into base 64. Okay, now we will convert base 64 into string. So let's go to the power fx, use your base 64 to string function, and in that we pass the dynamic content base 64. Let's click on the add. Let's run the flow. Okay, we should get the same output that we pass in the base 64 here. Let's see what we get. So friends, you can see our flows run successfully. Okay, and in the output we are getting the same string learn Power Automate with me. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe as well, and please watch our all the videos. So now let's go to next function. Our next function is base 64 to binary. So base 64 to binary means 0 1 format. Okay, binary represent only 0 1 format. So we are converting this base 64. So let's first go use your base 64 to binary, open bracket, close bracket, and let's we pass your base 64 output. Click on add. Let's test this. So friends, our flows run successfully and we receive the output as well. Learn Power Automate with you. Okay, so we not receive 0 1 format because okay, our Power Automate designer, okay, it gives the text format instead of binary. So if you are when you are doing the API request, okay, in that time it works correctly. So this note is also mentioned here. Okay, so I will attach this document in the comment box. of Microsoft, you can go and read that as well. Okay, so let's go to our next function. Our next function is decode base 64. Okay, so it is similar. You will get a string format. Okay, let's see what we get by using decode function. So output also we receive the same. Okay, that we are converted in the base 64, means learn power automate with me. Okay, let's see what output we are getting. Learn power automate with me is out. So let's go to the another function. Okay, now it is data URI. Okay, so let's go and see this function.
So data URI function basically converts a text into an URL. So let's go and see. So data. So we simply pass here, please subscribe to the channel. We are converting this text into an URL. So let's go and click on the add. Let's run this Power Automate flow. Manually trigger 70. Let's run the flow. So friends, you can see we succeed. We are getting one link. Okay. Let's copy this link and let's go to new tab and just hit on enter. So you can see we get a text, please subscribe to the channel by using this URI. So now let's do the vice versa. Let's we convert this data URL, okay, into text. So we have the function data URI to the string. So let's we go use the same function. In the function, let's we go the output to the data URI. Let's click on the add and let's run our Power Automate flow. Manually trigger 70. So you can see we successfully extracted text from the URL. So please subscribe to channel. We receive text as to the make.powerAutomate and learn first function data URI to the binary. So for this function, if you watch our last video, so in that we created a data URI by using please subscribe to our channel. Okay. So now let's we convert the same data URI to the binary format. Okay. So let's we go to the Power FX data URI to the binary and from the dynamic content, let's go data URI. Let's click on the add and let's click on the test. So we will get the string format result because in the designer we will get the URL in the string format, but when you are doing the API call or any other thing, in that case you will get the binary format itself. Okay, so same thing we will get. Please subscribe to our channel. So our flow is running, you can see. So if you go to output, we can see please subscribe to the channel and what we pass. So if you see here, so in the output we have passed this URL. So if you open this URL in the browser as well, okay, so we can see the output as a play. Please subscribe to the channel. Here you can see. So now let's go to our next function. Our next function is encode URI component. So before that, we'll use URI component function. Let's click on add compose. So URI component encodes a text like encode URI component, but also ensures whole URL is encoded properly, including reverse characters. So first we will see then encode URI component. Both functions we will see simultaneously. So we will get the output as well. So basically encode URI component encode a text string for use in URL, convert special characters into their percent encoded forms. So let's we go and pass here text as please. Let's click on the add and let's use this same one. Okay, URL component please. Let's click on the add here. Let's run the flow. Friends, you can see we simply encoded a URI component where we are going to paste, so it is converted into percent sign 20, percent sign 20. If you see in our URL also, so we will receive the same pattern. So in my name, okay, so I give on paste. So paste is represented by percent sign 20 and percent sign 20. So here the same thing we receive. Okay. Now if we go to the URI component, so here also we receive the same output. So now let's we go to the next one, decode URI component. So what basically this function does, this function simply decode the URL component. So let's see what output we are getting. So that percent 20 percent 20 will remove. Let's see. So in the output you can see we receive the output as well. Please subscribe to the channel. Now let's go to our second last function, URI component to string. So basically this function also does the similar thing for us. Okay, it will convert the path into an string format. So let's we go to the power effects, use your URI component to string. Let's go to the dynamic content, add URI component. Let's run the flow and let's see what output we are getting. So friends, you can see we successfully receive a URI into a string format. So now our last function is URI component to binary. So let's see that. So let's pass the URI component. So same output we will get here. Because in the designer it will use the binary format in the string. Okay, so friends, you can see our flows run successfully and in the output we receive the same thing. Okay, please subscribe to the channel as I mentioned. So friends, if you have any question, any doubt, please let me know in the comment box, and please watch entire series. If you have any questions, you can let us know in the comment box. Thank you friends, have a nice day too.